What's up, fam? Good morning. Ty Trades, Jersey, Alex, Chuck. What's up? Just getting this TikTok loaded. Don, good morning. There we go. Perfect. What's up, everyone? Good morning. Let's see. Premarket Livestream. Twitter, boom. All right. Get this sent out on Instagram, and then we're ready to rock. How was everybody's weekend? Hold on, my cat and dog are fighting. 1 second. Okay, we're good. But yeah, how's everybody's weekend? Hopefully, you guys are ready to crush it today. And yeah, once I send this out on Instagram, then we're ready to rock. Let's see, YouTube. Yeah, Palantir is joining the S&P. I sold all my equity in that, but it's kind of been sitting there for a long time. Premarket Live. I do want to see how much it popped, though. Let's see. That is not... Where did I type in Palantir? There we go. All right. Get your... I gapped up a few bucks. Nothing crazy. All right, let's hop into the levels. What's up? What's up? All right, so yes, we hit the 50% retracement. Remember, that was the level I was watching for a bounce this week, 53.94 and then 53.30. So we did get a reaction off of it. We hit it, what, last night or at close on Friday? So, I mean, if I'm looking for a reject, it was ideally at the beginning of the zone. We got close, we rejected it. So, I mean, we'll see what happens if we pop back up into it. But ideally 54.69, and then after that 55.13 is going to be the level. So I mean, overall, this entire area, I'm not too interested in trying longs, but it also really depends on the setup, because again, this is a supply zone. It's just a very large supply zone, which isn't ideal. So, and also it's 54.69 to like 54.74 is the level that I'd be interested in. So I'll watch that, and then if we pop up into this 55.13, I'll watch that as well. If we get back down towards 53.94.88, I'll look for a bounce there. See if we can hit it during market hours. So yeah, reject here, bounce here. We'll look for intraday trend entries as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it with ES. Really not too much else to it. Cool. Nah, 53.94 is what I'm watching. And then we got SPY. 536 is going to be that 50% retracement. So if we get down there, I'm going to be looking for a bounce. Same thing. 545.77 is the area that I'm going to start looking for a reject. We got super close in the pre-market. So let's see what happens. And then we had a smaller zone inside of it, this 30-minute supply, which is at 549.77 plus that 550 psychological level. So ideally going to watch the beginning right here. If we slowly grind up towards 550, that's where I'll watch the next reject. And yeah, again, bounce down here. In the meantime, intraday trend entries, we'll see what we can get. But that's ideally what I'm going to watch. And we had QQQ. Today should be more of a easier analysis just because all the levels are already plotted. But with QQQ, again, we have a 4-hour supply zone that's going to be from 455.3 all the way up to 461.40. Again, it's a big zone. So ideally going to watch the beginning at 455.3. And then we'll see what happens if we get down to 445, which is going to be the 618. So bounce here, reject here, intraday trend entries as well. So that's everything on QQQ and Q. It's going to be the same thing, except we did hit and hold that 61.8. Again, pivot low, pivot high. If we lose, what was this, Friday's low, then we can look for shorts until we get down into here, plus QQQ 618. And then reject is going to be this 18.725, which is the beginning of the zone. I don't believe on NQ or QQQ that we have a smaller zone inside of it. I think it's just that 4-hour zone. Yeah, 4 and 2 hour. So this overall area right here, I'll look for a reject. And then bounce down there. That's it with QQQ, NQ, ES, SPY, and then we also have SPX, which I think was trading at a key level. Yeah, 5,400. So I also want to see what happens here. Because if we can bounce 5,400, again, just using psychological levels, we can watch 5,500 as well. 55. I don't use the 90-minute. Perfect. There's SPX. Cool. Let's run through some individuals real quick, see what we like and what we don't like. And I don't believe we actually have any news today. Just wholesale inventories, which I don't pay too much attention to that. So, yeah. Later in the week, though, Wednesday, Thursday, we got CPI, PPI, which I feel like is going to be the market mover. Or actually, it is going to be the market mover. So, today and tomorrow could be slow. But come Wednesday, Thursday, when we get that CPI, PPI, market could definitely start moving more. Apple don't care about, AMD don't care about, Amazon don't care about, Boeing. Actually, we talked about this in the mastermind yesterday. I wonder, there had to have been news, but I feel like Boeing could be long, or could be good for longs, because we had this support zone right here. We held it here, 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 and then we closed below it on Friday. I mean, I have a feeling a lot of people tried to short this break of support. Now that it's reclaiming 162.5, I feel like it's going to squeeze them out. So, it's not my favorite from a technical standpoint, but just thinking logically, I think Boeing could be a setup today. So, we'll put that on depending on the liquidity. Coin don't care about. Google don't care about. IWM don't care about. Meta. If it broke below 498.25 or reject up here, doesn't look too bad. So maybe like a side watch there. Microsoft don't care. Nvidia already hit the first reject, which would have been that 105 level. Mark it up here towards 106 if it pops up. Again, possible side watch. Starbucks, I want to keep an eye on. Really depends on the liquidity. But first time we're testing that 21 EMA since we got that gap up. Plus, we kind of got like a little falling wedge right here. So if we can break above that falling wedge and hold that daily 21, I do think there's a nice possibility that this moves up. So I like Starbucks, just really depends on liquidity. And then SPX we looked at, SPY we looked at, and Tesla, which got railed. But it's gapping up $5. Can't tell which one's higher. That one. Yeah. I mean, I like Tesla for rejects up here. 222 and then 225. Break below 209.73 for puts. Cool. All right, let's look at liquidity first. We'll start with Boeing. Decent amount of liquidity. We could trade the 165, so we can definitely put that on the list. Starbucks. What are we trading at? 91.15. Decent amount of liquidity in the 92s. It just depends on the spreads. And then we could keep Tesla as a side watch. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Starbucks and Boeing for the individuals today. And then SPY and QQQ. Let's get it typed up. Again, it's going to be a shorter stream just because we already had all the levels plotted for the week. Now, once we get more price action, it's going to change a little bit. All right. Let's get this typed up. TTM squeeze. So, SPY. Four-hour supply zone from 545.77 to 551.6. Large zone, but watching the beginning. 545.77. Then 549.77 for the rejects. Bounce 536.10. All right, there's SPY. QQQ. Nothing that I like on NVIDIA unless it popped up towards that reject. It already hit the one. Let's see, QQQ. 4-hour supply from 455.3 to 461.4. Zone, so ideally perfect, and then bounce 445. Cool. There's QQQ. Then we had Boeing. All right. Was below a huge support on Friday, but gapped up and is currently reclaiming. Could squeeze out shorts. So looking for possible long entries. All right, there's Boeing. It's been a while since I traded Boeing. And Starbucks. We got our Fortnite llama formation. You guys see that? I didn't even notice that. It's very rare that we see it, but we get it sometimes in the market. Back legs, front legs, head. I like this. Come on. There we go. All right. Starbucks. Daily 21 EMA is support. Plus the falling wedge. Aiming for a break above. Trend line for longs. Perfect. All right. I don't know why I'm so tired. I slept good last night. We did a free Friday inside of Team Bull. So I ended up posting that instead. Fix this trend line. There we go. All right. So SPY, QQQ, Boeing, Starbucks, perfect. And dang, look at that. It's only 633. All right. Let's give you guys this watch list. Go make some breakfast and go walk and get some coffee. But yeah. We're not going to do live day trading today just because, again, usually the first day of the week is pretty slow for me. I usually leave it kind of like to set up for the rest of the week or give me like a better understanding on what to expect. Plus, we do have CPI and PPI later this week. So, again, I feel like today is not going to be like ideal. Obviously, I'm going to keep an open mind and trade if I see a setup. But yeah. Let's get it. So, as always, none of this is financial advice. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. So here's SPY. QQQ. Boeing. And Starbucks. Boom. SPY, QQQ, Boeing, Starbucks. Give you guys a couple minutes to write that down, and then I know you asked about Oxy. Nice little head and shoulders on it. Had that monthly squeeze. Lost at 34. I mean, yeah, I mean, squeeze is looking pretty bearish. It would have to reclaim this for me to be interested in the upside. But I'm assuming most of oil is looking... we're still holding that 50. I mean, we could potentially get down into that 618. That's all the way 53.87. But I'd definitely be interested in possibly trying to bounce down there. 53.87. MPLX, I think that was the one I was watching last week, but didn't take it because I don't like the weekly. So let's see what happens if we pull back closer to 42. If we can hold it, then I'd be interested in trying it. But as of last week, based off that candle, no. Gonna wait. Oh, and yeah, Jeezy, I would watch olive oil when crude oil starts to pull back more. Again, if we hit that 618 and we bounce, that's where oil is going to start to go. Always gotta watch that crude. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for me today, everybody. Hopefully you guys took screenshots, wrote down the watch list, whatever. And yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some live day trading. Really depends on setups. If they're good, then we will. Other than that, everybody have an amazing day. Let's run it up. Let's crush it. And if you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in 45 minutes, give or take. But yeah, peace.